privacy is fake. Everyone is right to absolutely hate Meghan and Harry's hypocrisy. Hello and a very warm welcome to LVT News YouTube. People don't appreciate hypocrisy. That is a fact. And of course, many people want to comment on it when they see it. Harry and Meghan have already said they want privacy, but they violated their own as well as other people's privacy with their stupid docu-series and Harry's book and all the TV interviews. To the harassment they have gotten for speaking out against the monarchy is thanks to the fact that they said so many negative things. They were dishonest and they were so vindictive. I wonder if they would have been complaining if they had been praised for being so outspoken. Would they have shied away from awards for being so brave? Well, of course not. And it doesn't seem like people are keenly up with things very well. According to Harry, they never accuse the family of being racist because in fact, the family is not racist. I think most people in the world would just be thrilled if Meghan and Harry would stop being so desperate for publicity and stop doing anything in their power to cause the media to focus on them. Meghan and Harry haven't done anything to help anyone or anything. But they have no problem about causing trouble for the royal family and spreading false rumors about them too. I think Meghan is still just pissed that after marrying to the royal family, she still was not able to achieve her goals in life. Meghan was expected to go back to the US after only a short time in the UK. People all around the world she assumed were going to be asking for her advice and they were going to book her for engagements and other profitable ventures, making the two of them more money than they had ever dreamed of. But the problem was Meghan's personality followed her wherever she went and people simply did not like her because she's not a likable person and it's a mean person and she's going to step on anyone or anything to get what she wants. I'm not sure how many of the stories about Meghan we have heard are true. But based on what I have seen, what I have read, I suspect that many of them are, and her race is not because of her problems. No, the problems are due to the fact that Meghan treats other people like crap and Harry does too. Everything always has to be done Meghan's way and she doesn't care who she has to her to get her way. Meghan married into the royal family to shape it to her desires. Meghan wanted to be the star of the royal family and so she tried to set her schedule. She tried to decide what she was and was not going to do, and she tried to tell the royal family where she was going to live, among other things. Meghan simply did not understand, or maybe she just didn't accept the fact that the royal family is a business. There's already a structure in place and a set of rules that have to be adhered to. Many long-standing traditions continue to be enforced because they are beneficial to the royal family. Meghan would never have gone to the CEO CBS, for example, and told him that she was the one in charge because she was an actor on a stupid show that she tried to do exactly that with the royal. Make it married into the royal family and so her role would have been a supporting role. But she was, and she would never have been the show's main attraction, and that really made her furious. She also hated the fact that she wasn't paid directly for her work. Now she had two homes, one in the city and one of the country, and she also got to spend $1 million a year on her clothing, and she traveled all around the world in style for free. But that wasn't good enough for Meghan. Meghan researched everything that she needed to know to convince Harry to marry her. But apparently she didn't do any research into how the royal family functions, how finances were handled, etc. Meghan married into a very wealthy family and she thought that just because they were wealthy, that automatically how the children will be treated equally and that whatever William had, Harry would also have. Well, that was never true, and Meghan could have easily learned that during her research into the royal family if she had really done her research. If you ask me, make it as getting exactly what she deserves. Meghan married Harry thanks to his position and his wealth, but really the only way to benefit from being a member of the royal family is to live in the UK and to function within the system. Well, Meghan didn't want to do that. She wanted to move to the US and she wanted to relocate Harry and all his assets to the US too. But anyway, she still had no clue that the life she wanted could only exist in the UK because she didn't do any research into the royal family's finances. The truth is most money passes from monarch to monarch. there's not a lot that's going to go to those further down the succession line. The biggest problem with the gruesome Tuesday is that they are so incredibly entitled, they're spoiled and they expect everything to be handed to them on a silver platter, but they're not going to fulfill their obligations to their families or the people of the UK if Harry and Meghan had just paid their bills and not depended on the royal family to cover their living and security expenses at their age, and if they hadn't been so relentless in their attacks against the royal family and the monarchy. Maybe they could have lived the private lives they supposedly wanted. I mean, how in the world could King Charles expect for the taxpayers to support the two of them when they don't do any service for the UK? I also do not understand that two people who are middle-aged expect to be supported by their parents when they're over the age of 40. Meghan and Harry are the cause of all their problems, and the royal family is still forced to follow them with shovels as they're making these messes that have to be cleaned up, and that, my friends, is why people don't like that. We're not trying to say the royal family is perfect. Of course they've got their problems like any other family, but neither Meghan nor Harry has attempted to make a life for themselves. They have not tried to financially support themselves and their kids without trashing the royal family. Now the truth is, none of us come from perfect families. But there are not many people out there who expect their families to cover their expenses for the rest of their days, and I don't see how the fact that Meghan is not 100% wide all of a sudden makes it so that the royal family needs to support them financially. And if you are fans of Meghan and Harry, well, that's your business. I'm certainly not. I don't really appreciate 40-year-old toddlers, but anyway, they did not ever have the right to abuse the royal family for years because Meghan didn't get what she wanted. Now, Harry is an emotionally disturbed idiot who's not going to ever stand up to Meghan. He just encourages her to abuse his own family instead of telling her how the monarchy really works. I don't have any respect for either of them. Anyway, the royals should have made that decision from the start when Meghan and Harry decided to walk away from being working royals. Instead, they fan the flames by giving them more privileges and more ammunition that they're going to use against the royal family, including the lake. And now Harry, who's a royal family did raise into adulthood, even though he doesn't act like it, is going to use the information he has about his family to threaten his family into giving him more money, or else he's going to tell all in some new memoir. Harry truly believed that his mother somehow has been reincarnated in his wife. He considered himself so lucky to be sleeping with his reincarnated mother. Absolutely disgusting. I do worry about what's going to happen to her. We would make him finally leave him. She's going to be done with him, and she's going to throw him away just like she did every other man in her life, and just imagine what Harry is going to do. I just hope that he can grab those kids if they are real and hop on a plane as fast as he can and come back to London and apologize to his father and the rest of the family for all the strange behavior and for being so incredibly weak. And we already know Harry is very mentally unstable. He is very vocal actually about his mental health problems, and things are not going to change just because he loses a title or something. Harry has plenty of money. He's got 2 children supposedly, so I don't understand why the stupid title is so important to him. It's really a rally from medieval times. I don't see how it's going to be affecting Harry's mental health. He has already been through trauma, and it looks like he's trying to deal with that. I don't even know that he's really worried about the title. So honestly, time to take them away. My news today has ended. What do you think about Harry and his greedy wife, Meghan? Let us know your opinion below in the comments section. If you think my video is helpful, don't forget to like and share it anytime you want, and please click the subscribe button below to get more updates from LVT News Team. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, and we'll be back to see you all